markets. But onto the story that was flashing on your screens a short while back to do with the union budget. This is CNBC TV 18 exclusive. Get ready to pay more when you eat out at restaurants or any other services that you avail of. The effective service tax may go up on the 29th of February when the union budget is announced, effective of course from 1st of April. The government all set to hike the service tax rate. Sapna is joining us with that exclusive story. Sapna, you know, service tax rate already at 14%. You have 0.5% of the Swachh Bharat cess, and now you're understanding that headline rate might go up.
That's right. In fact, the effective service tax rate, as you rightly pointed out, is already at 14.5%. And, you know, the expectation is, or rather the indications that we have gathered so far is the fact that it may move up to 16%. In fact, if you look at what, you know, the GST panel, which was headed by the Chief Economic Advisor, Dr. Arvind Subramaniam, you know, sometime back when the R&R suggestion had been made at keeping it at 15 to 15.5%, one of the reasons that he had mentioned for, you know, keeping a low R&R rate was that, you know, a sudden spike in service tax is not what the government actually wants. So keeping that in mind, the low R&R had been kept, but of course he had also suggested that the standard, that all services should be taxed at the standard rate, which has been recommended at 17 to 18%. So this is the overall context. You know, government sources are indicating that we are almost there, quote unquote. So, you know, there is a possibility that, or at least at their end, the government is very much open to, you know, looking at this effective service tax rate, which is a combination of the headline rate and the cess, and it may settle around 16-odd%. The industry, on the other hand, and this is something that is well known, once the Swachh Bharat cess had been imposed, there was a lot of representation from the industry. They would, you know, they would actually favor a rate hike rather than any further hike in the Swachh Bharat cess itself, because, you know, even in this year's budget, it has been an enabling provision of up to 2%. Government has gone ahead with only 0.5% on all services. So they have leg room over there also. If some kind of decision needs to be taken, they will definitely do it on 29. But industry says that any further hike in the cess rate would be regressive. Hence, the expectation is more on the headline rate. Having said that, overall, in terms of the indirect tax collections, also, you know, just today,
right,
where every secretary has given out the numbers, that will continue to be a focus area for the government in the new financial also.
Okay, so service tax rate may just go up. That's maybe the one big announcement made by Arun Jaitley on the 29th of February. Thanks, Sapna, for joining us with that. And